Yeah, what's up, y'all? This is Rose Train, and I'm not gonna do this because I've been thinking about doing this, and Euphoria is back for the third season, probably third and final season. So right now, it's just a lot has changed. I wanted to do like a review or a recap, a short recap, and I thought about doing this, but I'm gonna you stick with me for the next 5 minutes. I'm gonna do like a quick recap as possible. So it's been a few years since season two ended on Euphoria, and right now, the setting is the setting. We do like a time jump to like 5 years later after high school, and we see the teenagers now as adults right now. And Rue, the last time, I mean, she was on drugs, and then she stayed sober through high school. Now it's like 5 years later, and Rue. Let me tell you something. Let's go to Rue first, right? So it turns out that Rue is coming back from Mexico, and then she crashes at some Christian family's house, in a barn, and then she pretends to be a college student and do some little article or something like that, though, and have dinner with the Christian family, stuff like that. And then when she returns home to California, she don't return home to her mother. She returns home to Lori. That's right. Rue is a drug mule for Lori. And what happened was during the backstory, like a few years after high school, what happened was that Lori caught up to Rue, and Rue was working at Rue got a job. I mean, Lori caught up to Rue at her job, and she was like, Rue, you owe me money. And it turns out that Rue owes her $43 million, but she said she'll settle for $100,000. But Rue doesn't have that, and that's why Rue became a drug mule for Lori. And and then this bitch had her go to Mexico swallowing substance, and that's how they smuggle drugs in the United States. I mean, it's risky. I mean, you put in a substance in your mouth, some substance balloons, and then if the balloon breaks, you dead. So I mean, Rue, she was good at it, good at the job, and the next thing you know is she even had Faye helping her. Yeah, Miss Big Lips herself. Yeah, Faye, who recently was crashing at Bez's house while her boyfriend was making a deal with the police and all that shit. Excuse my language. So, anyways, though, Rue has a side job being an Uber driver, and then she goes and visits Lexi, and Lexi's now she's working for she's an assistant for a showrunner at some prime time drama. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about Miss Basic Instinct herself, Sharon Stone. She just joined the cast of Euphoria, and she also mentioned, and then Lexi also mentions that Jules, right? She's a sugar baby. In other words, Mazzy says that's porn. And Maddie, on the other hand, though, she's working for some talent agency, and she's like doing like talent management or something like that, though. And then she's representing a client that's like some a TV star. Yeah. It happens that this actor, he's working on some little primetime soap opera where Lexi works. And now we go to Cassie. She's doing like some adult content creator shit or something like that. I mean, dressing up as a dog and stuff like that. And Cassie also said that she wants to start like a old elite fans thing, And then Nick says it's corn. Yeah, I said corn. I don't want to get demonetized or anything like that, though. So anyway, Cassie wants to make money doing as an adult content creator, like OnlyFans. Nate, on the other hand, I mean, his business is struggling. I mean, he took over his father's business, and next thing you know is that he's struggling. I mean, the construction site. I mean, they haven't built they haven't made any buildings in Los Angeles. In other words, right? And then next thing you know is that we haven't even seen Jules, so we've seen Rue. Oh, speaking of Rue, I mean, she she makes a shipment or makes a delivery to this guy named Alamo. And Alamo, he's like a pimp, and he runs a couple of strip clubs. And Alamo was played by that guy from Oz, Adwali, Akilioli, Abaji, something like that. Yeah, you remember? I remember he played Adabisi from Oz. So he plays this new character called Alamo, like the Texas Alamo, like remember the Alamo, Texas, something like that though. So that's we introduced to a new character, and Rue delivers the the drugs to Alamo and his girls. Next thing you know, there's Rue. She got the little lesbian vibes going on, and then she's helping out this some stripper in the bathroom, something like that though. And she's even dancing with the girls. And then the Alamo comes over and they talk about business and the Lori situation and all that. I mean, Rue was interested in doing his business, and then next thing you know that what happened was one of Alamo's girls dies of a drug overdose, and it turns out the pills was laced with fentanyl, and Rue is brought in the room with Alamo, and then she brings out this, says that she gained out this she was like this God clumpet saying God brought us together, and she said that she used to do drugs in high school and all that, blah blah blah, and she believes in God, and Alamo's like, well, let's see, he believes in you. And next thing you know is that they do a little William Tell, puts an apple in her head and shoots the apple. Rue survives. So, and I think that's the end of it though. So anyway, the season 3, I mean, I know it's a wild and crazy show, but no Jules, and I mean, I don't know. I mean, I be hearing people saying the N-word on that show. I mean, shit. I mean, my goodness. But I say the first one is like, wow. I mean, yeah, they got some nasty ass stuff going on around here. I mean, you hear Faye pooping on herself after, and then the dog licked it up. Oh, that is disgusting. I mean, that Sam Levinson should be fired. Shit. And you talking about promoting like this pedophilia? I mean, I'm not gonna get it. It's some crazy. It's wild. Season 3 is wild star. So I'll come back next time for episode 2. Like and subscribe.